Hey guys, it's Dave from Dr. Cards and Gaming out of Seymour, Connecticut. Last weekend, our team traveled out to Dallas, Texas for the first of many Caster Cups at CollectCon, hosted by MetaZoo. Today we have Luis Perez, the A-mi-kuk guy. So Luis, tell us how you did.
They're pretty good. Day one, I went 6-1-1. My only loss was to Chalupa. Really hard match, probably my hardest match of the day. And then day two, I went 3-2 and I ended 14th.
What did you play against?
I played against a lot of Cosmic. So day one was a lot of Cosmic. I played against 2 Lightning and 2 Water decks. Day two, I played against a Light deck, a Water deck, I believe a Cosmic deck, and I believe 2 Lightning decks. No, I lied, not 2 Lightnings. It was 1 Lightning and a Gassy deck.
Nice. So what was your overall record? What was your placing?
I placed 14th. They handed out these really cool promos with the stamp on it, which I think looks really cool.
That's beautiful. I got the top 16 stamp there. Such a beautiful card. So what do you think was your hardest match?
My hardest match was against Chalupa for sure. He's just a really good player. He already knew what I was playing because I believe his wife was playing a really similar deck. On top of that, I would say the Gassy deck only because it caught me off guard. Wasn't prepared for it, didn't have the cards to side for it, so it was pretty rough.
So out of all the deck types and meta out there, why did you choose to play this deck?
So I got my friend Josh into the game and he started looking at all the cards and he really wanted to play Frost. I was playing Water at the time and he was really trying to force Frost against the Water matchup. After doing that for a while, we ended up making a build that can beat Water, and we learned that if the deck can beat Water, it could potentially beat the other top tier decks. And with a lot of play testing and messing around with the deck, we were able to make the deck that just beat all the decks, essentially. So that's why we chose this deck. We still think it's the best deck, even though I ended at 14th. I lost to my best matchup, which is a Water, funny enough. And I believe it was my 3rd round in Top Cut, so.
All right, well, let's check this deck out.
All right, we played 2 Prism Aura. We played 2 Prism Aura because we're also playing Spirit Aura in our deck. And then we're also playing 7 Frost Aura for a total of 11 Aura. The Aura consistency is really fine. We really want to hit those, the tempo of hitting Aura every turn. We generally want to have 4 Aura by turn 4. We can function without that, but like the dream is to get 4 Aura on turn 4. For the staples, we play a New Beginnings. We play this over New Year's because we like the cards in our hand. We like our resources. When we lose our resources to stuff like New Year's, it really does hurt. And we want to keep our spells in our hand. Power Up Red, the Doombringer, wins games on its own, and then the 2 bookmarks. For Terra, we play a Winter and we play a Lake. We play these to do more damage to our opponent to try to end the game faster. We also play these to hit the thresholds to be able to kill their beasties with Sharks and A-mi-kuks. We play 6 Sharks. We chose to play 6 Sharks because Sharks deal with Water really well. They give us a good tempo game to control the board with beasties. It's okay into Lightning. It's really good into Cosmic because we're able to hold the board presence over them because of the Sharks. And they hit for a lot of damage when we have the Terras on board and they give each other Fleet. They put a lot of beasties into range for A-mi-kuk to kill. And the really cool thing about Shark is when you attack with Shark, it ends combat after, so their beastie doesn't get to attack back. We play 2 Wahila. Wahila is really good for token spamming decks and for really aggressive decks with low base health. It helps you stall out the game a little bit to be able to get your back foot. And being able to clear the tokens is really nice. Him having Stone Skin is especially really nice against a lot of decks. And Wahila just does Wahila things. We all like Wahila. The man of the hour himself, we have A-mi-kuk. And of course, we're gonna play 6 I do want to give a quick shout out to Marquise for giving me this A-mi-kuk right
Check
here.
that out. I think it's sweet. They made a hollow A-mi-kuk.
It looks amazing.
That is very nice.
We think A-mi-kuk's one of the best beasties in the game. He's hard to kill, he's hard to deal with, he has first strike on defending, he can hit for 70 with both Terras on board. A-mi-kuk's just a menace. He is a glass cannon that can protect himself. And with the way the deck is set up, we can protect him. And that's the goal, is just to protect him, hit our opponent, and win the game. Next we have 4 Icy Path. Icy Path protects A-mi-kuk if our opponent unburrows A-mi-kuk or gets rid of the burrow trait for A-mi-kuk. It also lets us deal with lightning by swinging Ketzes into Ketzes, swinging Ketzes into anything, honestly, to gain value and just continue our board control. Any matchup where we can use Icy Path to gain momentum and board control, that's what we use Icy Path for. I play 2 Alaskan Vortex. One of the only big removal spells in the game. Just clears something, it doesn't target, so it hits Frog, it hits other burrowers, and it gets your Icy Paths back, which is insane. So it's like playing 6 Icy Paths in the deck. And when we don't have those cards, we decided to attack for Morpheus. We like the Morpheus because a lot of the time we'll get into situations where A-mi-kuk can't attack because he only has 30 health, especially against things like Ketz. We're able to just put that problem to sleep, not have to worry about it, and then just keep on with the game plan of hitting our opponent.
Alright, since we got that, what would you make any changes after playing day 1 and day 2? Would you make any changes to the deck?
For the main deck, the only changes I'd probably make, I'd probably drop 1 or 2 sharks. There's a card, I believe his name's Ishirok, and he usually gets rid of a problem. At some point we were testing with him, and then we decided not to go with him. But after playing the event, we weren't expecting a lot of Ketz decks. I think that's the reason we took out Ishirok. And there's a lot of Ketz players out, so we're probably going to put Ishirok back in.
Alright, cool.
And then with the side deck?
Yes. What do you got on your side deck?
Alright. So we got 2 first anniversary celebrations. It's just a generic card. It's good against light, it's good against flyers, things that A-mi-kuk can't reach. It's really good in the Cosmic matchup because since we were trying to play like the board control game, being able to take away their traits first and then just killing off their board before they do that to us, we just get that advantage. And even if they were to try to do that against us, we still get that first turn of swinging at things since A-mi-kuk doesn't get unburrowed from the start of the first year or first anniversary celebration. We play 2 Void Spell. We play this for first anniversary celebration. It comes in handy against Power Up Red when it's around, but it's really for the first anniversary celebration. 2 Absorb Aura. Everyone's playing the Aura Rocks. You gotta play it when Aura Rocks are meta right now. It's just too much value to gain from this. We play an additional Winter. This is for the water matchup, so we don't give them Lake. It's also against certain matchups like Cosmic, so we can hit our thresholds, because hitting thresholds is really important for this deck. We play 5 Potions. So for the water matchup, it usually just closes out the game. Them not being able to use Lightning in a Bottles or Smoky Spirits or even Toxic Water is really great for us. Against any deck we think is going to be siding multiple Toxic Water, we might bring in 1 or 2. This is also really good against light decks, so they don't get that early token spam where they make their tokens too big to deal with too fast. And then for insurance, we play 3 Bubbling Brew for critters because fearsome critters are just scary in general, and it's really easy for them to snowball out of control. So we kind of want to just keep them in check.
Awesome.
That's the deck.
Before we end here, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to or anything special you want to say about the event other than just the play side of it?
The event was really cool. It was definitely a fun experience. I haven't played a card game that, like, competitively like this in a while, and like seeing how much all the people who work at MetaZoo have been all the effort they put in and how cool they're doing everything is really refreshing. And I like the route that they're going with everything. I do want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Dave, Dr. Cards and Gaming. He helped me get to where I am. I also want to shout out to my friend Josh. Without all that testing, we wouldn't have gotten the deck that we've gotten, and we wouldn't have gotten 14th. And that's like a really big deal. And shout out to anybody else who helped me along the way.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad we were able to get this deck profile out there. I think a lot of people were super surprised to sit down in Top Cut against some Frost and some A-mi-kuks.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of the reactions, me watching the games, seeing some people's reactions was really fun. Really cool just to see him go asking rulings on a lot of the cards and some of the burrow traits and trying to get around it. Some of the players were really struggling to just get around the deck and learn the deck.
Yeah.
So it was definitely an awesome experience to watch it from the sidelines and be there when you needed us for, helping with your deck and whatever other ideas you had. So, and testing.
For sure.
Well, that concludes the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This will be our first video on the platform. Definitely be sure to look out for some more, and definitely we will be putting up some play videos of this deck ran against many other decks. So I'm glad you liked it, guys. Make sure you shoot a like and a follow, and we will see you guys soon.
Catch you guys.